Greetings, word weavers and verse architects. Welcome back to the Art of Words, your sanctuary for spoken syllables and written wonders. If our first episode served as the spark igniting your poetic passion, today's journey about stoking that fire into a beacon that guides you to the shores of poetic mastery. If you're ready to sculpt stanzas that stir souls and craft lines that linger in the mind long after they're read, then you're in the perfect place. So let's venture further into the labyrinth of language, where every word you etch in ink carries the weight of worlds. Today, we don the armor of articulation and sharpen the swords of syntax. For we are not just poets, no. We are alchemists transmuting the mundane into the magical, by delving into the vibrant spectrum of poetic voices. Each of us can unearth our own unique echo that resonates within the cacophony of creation. The vibrant spectrum of poetic styles. 1. Experiment with your voice. Poetry, in a monolith, it's an entire universe of voices clamoring to be heard. From the storied epics of ancient bards to the cutting-edge cadence of contemporary poets, every iteration offers a new avenue for exploration. Push the boundaries of what you know. Try on different styles like garments, and see which fits your poetic persona best. Whether you find solace in sonnets or freedom in free verse, know that each trial brings you one step closer to your true poetic self. 2. Develop your unique style. The world doesn't need an echo of past poets, it yearns for your untold stories. As you sample the smorgasbord of styles, pay attention to those that feel as comfortable as a second skin. Maybe you'll weave wit into wistful verses, or sprinkle solemn themes with playful words. This is your poetic fingerprint. Embrace it, refine it, and let it be your legacy. Deepening your poetic technique. 1. Mastery of language and form. Arm yourself with the arsenal of poetic devices. Alliteration's allure, assonance's audio appeal, consonance's crisp clarity. These are not just fancy terms but instruments in your symphony. Let enjambment embolden your lines, and meter be the marching drum that carries your verses forth. The poem you write is more than content, its form is its fortress. 2. The nuance of tone and mood. Set the stage with tone, and invite your readers into the ambience you've crafted. Poetry is a chameleon, and its colors are the moods you paint with each stanza. Explore the dichotomies: joy paired with melancholy, serenity juxtaposed with chaos. How you wield these emotional hues can turn a simple poem into a literary masterpiece. In-depth creation and workshop. 1. The workshop space. Find solace and challenge in the company of fellow poets. Share your works, provide constructive criticism, and sculpt each other's craft into something greater than the sum of its verses. In this alchemy of intellects, even your discarded lines can find a home in another's masterpiece. 2. Revision and perfection. The sculpting of lines is as rewarding as it is relentless. To revise is to breathe life into a block of marble until a statue stands before you. Approach your drafts with a chisel in hand, smoothing here, defining there, until your poem breathes on its own. The process is laborious, but the end result is eternal. Publication and performing. 1. Sharing with the world. There's a stage beyond the page, and it yearns for your verses. Submit to journals, assemble collections for publication, or release your rhymes into the digital expanse. Every shared piece is a chance for your voice to echo through eternity. 2. Poetry and performance. Breathe life into your work and let it dance on your tongue. Open mic nights, poetry slams, or the solitude of your room or arenas, where your verses can vibrate in the air, forging a visceral connection with your listeners. Witness your words wield the power to move, to motivate, to mend. As we conclude today's odyssey through octaves and odes, remember that your journey as a poet is never complete. Each day is a fresh parchment waiting for your indelible ink. So continue to learn, to laugh, to love the art of poetry, surrendering to its unparalleled power to capture the human experience. Stay tuned for our upcoming installment, where we'll dive into the subtle art of imagery and symbolist tools that will help you paint with words and sculpt with metaphors. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Click the bell for notifications, and prepare to unfold the mysteries of poetic imagery in our next enlightening episode. Thank you for joining us on this voyage. May your words always find their way and may your verses reflect the unbound essence of your creativity. Until next time, be bold, be brave, and let your poetry proclaim the unspoken whispers of your heart.